The Singapore spirit was recently defined as shared values among Singaporeans during Prime Minister Lee Hsien Loong's National Day rally speech. As we found out earlier, some locals are not quite sure what it is. But there are those who have reported some Singapore spirit sightings at its best. Have you seen, or felt the Singapore spirit?
I have. Especially during the YOG period, and that also coincides with the National Day period. So that's when we feel it the most, like during sporting events or like S League, Otherwise, it's like
Not much.
Not really. Maybe it's there, but we just don't feel it.
Sometimes there is a sort of like everyone synchronize and lift your doves and flap them. I think it's the moments when I'm not told to do that and I feel like standing up and cheering, just having that feeling of, I hope Singapore, I hope the Cubs win.
If I look back at my days in national service, the bonding that I had with my friends, the fact that we were fighting to defend Singapore, that ideal, I think, is probably the closest I can get to a Singapore spirit, in that I'm actually prepared to undergo this kind of suffering as a fresh person from school to defend my country.
For some, it's circumstantial.
Maybe only during National Day when everyone's squeezing each other at the stadium. That's all. At the end of the day, the Singaporeans, they are such that they can be together, just seem united. And after a match, they litter, they push each other, if somebody falls in front of me, whatever, I don't even bother. So we're actually a very selfish bunch, that's how I feel. And much as the PM can say, the Singapore spirit or whatever, it is, it's not there.
And for some others, it's common experiences which bring out the Singapore spirit.
When I take MRT, they tell you that if you see anyone suspicious, you have to call 999. They say that in 3 languages. And I know 999 in Tamil, it's Wambuda, Wambuda, Wambuda. That's how I learned Tamil.
So only in the MRT, nowhere else you feel like a Singapore spirit?
National Day, YOG, when we fight for, don't want to kena saman. It's the same. It's the same among all races.
Well, I suppose the language is English, and the food, yeah. So everyone has the same ones over here. Yeah, so when they go to a foreign country, they would also, the first thing on their minds probably is shopping and food.
I guess my Singapore spirit goes back to old traditions, where things were much simpler back then, We speak with our own colloquial terms. That Singlish. That's what makes us Singaporeans, right?
It's a definition of it. If you think about the Singaporean spirit in terms of success, you can walk down Raffles Place, or you walk down a shopping mall or whatever. You can see that atmosphere. They aren't bound by race or color or even achievement or whatever it is, but really being able to work together and being able to live together and play together and have fun and all that together.
Be it at sporting events, national service, or our unique Singlish, there seems to be some form of common identity that Singaporeans share. But what impression have we left on our foreign friends? And how does our national spirit compare with theirs? Find out in our next clip.